How's it going? Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another amazing video here on The Savior Show. That's right, guys, the best show in all of the galaxy. Tuning in right now, thank you very much, guys, for clicking this video. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and all that good stuff. And check out my music on Spotify, that would mean a lot. It's original music and original content. That's right, guys, I make original content. And guys, today I'm going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077, okay? Now, Cyberpunk 2077 is a game that everyone has been looking forward to because of, you know, the people who made the previous games, like The Witcher 3, The Witcher 2, you know. CD Projekt Red have made amazing games, there's no doubt about that. There's probably the best game company ever to exist because they make high quality interactive games which are just truly amazing. And everyone, you know, really likes the universe of Cyberpunk and the dystopian kind of atmosphere, even though, guys, we are pretty much heading to that dystopian world ourselves in real life, which I don't think is a good thing, and I try and combat that. Make sure to check out my dystopian series. Anyway, I am a fan of the Cyberpunk universe, so because it's just really cool sci-fi, and I can't wait to play the game because I know it's gonna be amazing. But guys, there's a big news, okay, around Cyberpunk 2077, and that is, of course, they are making an anime around Cyberpunk 2077. That's right, an animation all about Cyberpunk and the universe and stuff like that. So it's gonna be kind of like Cowboy Bebop, kind of a little bit of mix of Akira, you know, that really great animation that was, you know, it's quite old school, but it's really one of the best Cyberpunk animes out there of all time. And this anime is going to be really good. Now, it's made by Trigger Studio, okay, guys. Now, if you don't know who Trigger Studio is, well, that's okay, because I didn't know who Trigger Studio was either. But guys, these you know, I guess their company, they have made some pretty good, amazing shows before, such as Kill la Kill and Dead Leaves. Now, the reason I'm feeling positive about this, and because we know that Netflix doesn't exactly produce the greatest stuff anymore, they've made some really mediocre originals, and when it comes to anime, I just don't think it should be made by anyone else except Japanese. Now, that's not me saying, you know, just because it's their culture, only they can make it, but, you know, they know what they're doing. It's just way more better if it's just like an American company who makes anime. It's usually really bad. And Netflix has put out, you know, its own original animes before, and they're pretty terrible in my opinion. There's some really amazing ones, don't get me wrong. I've, you know, enjoyed one called Devilman Crybaby, which is my all-time favorite if you didn't know. But with these people, they are Japanese, you know, studio, and they've made animation before, like Kill la Kill, like I said, and they have a really unique art style, which is like this modern anime art style with, you know, a mixture of 2D drawings, and, you know, 3D kind of design and animation, which, you know, I don't really like, you know, 3D animation in an anime. But obviously now it's all modernized, and, you know, it can be really cool and it can have a really cool effect. I just don't want all the characters and all the backgrounds. I just don't want it to be one of those purely 3D animation animes. I want it to be still hand-drawn and just have a mixture of both. Now, the color and everything like that is really popping, okay? So they know what they're doing when it comes to artistic design, because Dead Leaves is, you know, crazy, and, you know, I feel like it's going to be very high intense and crazy, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. Now, I really hope that they don't damper it down, the universe, because Cyberpunk is very gritty, and it's all about, you know, the dark realities of living in a weird dystopian world where everyone, you know, can just have, you know, Neuralink, like Elon Musk wants us to have. Don't take it, guys. They're putting chemicals in the water, okay? No, but seriously, you know, it's a very sick world where you can modify your body, you can, you know, modify your brain, and, you know, everything is upgradable, and, you know, it's very dystopian in the way that you're always being surveyed by the government, by corporations and stuff like that, kind of like the world we live in already, but far worse. But there's some cool stuff about Cyberpunk, so I just hope that they keep it adult themed, is what I'm trying to say. I hope they keep it violent. I hope they have, you know, some kind of, fan service and stuff like that. I hope they keep it really adult, so it really fits the theme of Cyberpunk. That's what I'm really hoping. Now, I hope also that it doesn't take itself 100% seriously, because Cowboy Bebop is a prime example of a good, like, sci-fi future animation. In fact, I think it's the best one out there, where it's serious, and it has some really emotional moments, but it also doesn't take itself so seriously that it doesn't ever make jokes. I hope it can, make a lot of, good jokes, and it has a good sense of humor, and also it takes itself seriously. I hope it balances it out good enough, not like they did with the new Star Wars, okay, but, just like Cowboy Bebop, for an example, okay? So I do have faith that this might actually be a really good anime and a really good show, and sadly, it's not going to come out until 2022, I think. So it's pretty far away, so everyone's gonna play Cyberpunk before this comes out, which might make it seem like, who cares, only the super fans of Cyberpunk, once they've played the game, are gonna love it. It's not gonna have a massive mainstream blow up because, of all the hype around Cyberpunk 2077. It's going to just be the super hardcore fans who are gonna love it. But I just think it's really cool because we haven't ever seen an official Cyberpunk anime before, and they've got the chance to make it as good as Devilman Crybaby, really visceral and amazing looking, violent, adult, and with a really great story. And I'm not really worried about the animation and design. Like I said, they know what they're doing in that department. I just really hope they bring it home with the story and the characters, and all of this stuff will be interesting to watch. That's my hope, and I hope they don't make it too short, because I love Devilman Crybaby. I know I go on about it a lot, but, it was a little bit too short in my opinion. I could have happily watched more, but at the same time, quality over quantity is always better. That's why it takes me so long to make music, isn't that right, guys? Make sure to check it out on Spotify, by the way. I'm not holding a knife to your throat, but, make sure you go do that, otherwise I will find you and your unborn babies, and I will lock you up in my basement. Anyway, guys, I'm just hyped as hell for the Cyberpunk 2077 anime. I think it's going to be really good. I think the studio know what they're doing. Studio Trigger and the actual official Cyberpunk 2077 game team are working hand in hand with them. So it's going to be, not just the universe, but also the game universe, built in to the anime. So it should be really cool. And I just really hope they, nail it with the audio as well, like really good cyberpunk music, like I make. And so many other people have made this new kind of genre of, really visceral electronic music. I really hope they capture the whole atmosphere of Cyberpunk, and I think they will, but we won't know anything until 2022. Obviously, they'll release more trailers and stuff like that, but all we have to go on now is a little poster. And, like I said, the design looks cool, the color, everything like that. I'm just hope that they get the story right and the characters, and it should be golden. I'm just pretty excited for it, and I just thought I would talk a little bit about the studio and reassure people that yes, the studio Trigger do know what they're doing. They've made some good stuff before. Not personally completely my taste, but it is still high quality. So I'm sure with the license, it's gonna be amazing. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, guys, make sure to subscribe, like I said. Also, I do now have merchandise, which is pretty cool. It took me a long time to design. So if you want to buy an OG hoodie, that would be so cool, guys. Or a gay mug. I mean, who doesn't want a gay mug? Anyway, guys, I'll be seeing you in the next video. I'm really hyped for it, and I really hope it's going to be great. Let me know what you think about Cyberpunk 2077 and the new anime that will come out in 2022. I just really hope they nail all the aspects I've talked about. I hope they kind of go for the atmosphere of Cowboy Bebop, and if they do that, I'm going to be so happy. It's going to be so cool to have a really adult anime in the Cyberpunk universe. So I just can't wait to see what they do with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Have yourselves a blessed day, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. And guys, just before I go, all credit for the video shown goes to the channel that I will link in the description. It's a pretty cool edit, and yeah, go check them out. Anyway, guys, peace. Just before I go, I want to say, wimmy wham wham wazzle, bird it to the jazzle, bird it to the fazzle, and the cazzle and the wazzle. Hey, yeah, stay hip, stay cool, stay safe, stay home. Woo-wee! And make sure to stream my music on Spotify. Did I mention I have music? And it's on Spotify. And you can also download my music if you want on iTunes and Apple and Amazon, all the big corporations. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go now. Aha, 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 aha. I love 10 minutes. Did I tell you that I love ad revenue? I get paid a tiny bit from YouTube. I gotta squeeze the milky, like Luke Skywalker, where he's got the alien tit, and he's just milking it for everything that he's got. That's what we've got to do.